Hello there, Internet, and welcome back to my continuing coverage of the Steam NextFest for June 2026. Many of you will know, if you've seen any of my coverage from previous NextFests over the last 3 years, or however long that I've been doing this, you'll know that, generally speaking, I don't tend to cover 3D Metroidvanias. My website doesn't cover 3D Metroidvanias, apart from Metroid Prime and Prime 4, which are both on there. But generally speaking, I don't have 3D Metroidvanias on my tier list, not because I don't like them, because there are a few that I do like. It's just that I don't play too many of them, and I very rarely cover them for NextFest. But this one's literally got Vania in the title. And it's a Horrorvania, and it's a shooter. It's made in Unreal Engine, and I know absolutely nothing about it. So I'm going to give it 30 of my time. Need to put an additional word in there, don't I? 30 minutes of my time on this very fine Tuesday. I want to say Tuesday. Yes, Tuesday morning. This time starts now. This game was created entirely by one person in his spare time, against all odds and against all odds. Do not judge that you may not be judged, for with whatever judgment you judge, you will be judged. Sure. Thank you for agreeing to tell us your story, Mr. Gorman. You can just use freedom. Freedom? Freedom. So, your wife disappeared 2 months ago? These are just not T-pose, these are just A-posed models, aren't they? In a 3D space with a filter put over them. Oh, and he sat down. Yes, she went to collect a report for a newspaper about ufologists? Is that a real thing? Is that what they're called? Hold on, I'm going to check this. Ufologists. Yes, apparently that is what they are called. And other supernatural fans flooded the Satan Mountain. And almost immediately she stopped contacting me. I love the fact that he's speaking in this kind of typewritery font. Then you went to the police, but it didn't help. What is this pose? True. They went to the same place as my wife, but it was just an empty field in the mountains. But soon I received a package, my wife's pendant and the coordinates. The police said that this was an evil prank, as these are the coordinates of another wasteland in the mountains. As far as I know, you got there without difficulty. That's right. And then what happened? As soon as I crossed the old suspension bridge, it collapsed, as if it had been waiting for it. I was trapped. Okay. I like that artwork. Loading. Loading assets. Assets loading in. Okay. So, as I said, 3D game. I'm assuming this is the bridge that's out. Yeah. Is that shadows being cast, or is it just LOD model weirdness? Music is on point for a horror game. This is a very wide path. That's a helicopter. I think I've got sprint on shift, but it doesn't seem to be... It seems to be kicking it in and out when it wants, as opposed to being on when I hold down. That's a really big key. Unlocks a wooden chest, disappears after use. That's a massive key. Sorry, I'm kind of taken aback by how big that key was. Don't get me wrong, you know. It needed to be large enough to be noticeable, I guess. A glowy green thing. What are you, glowy green thing? It's a coffin, which I'm assuming is a save point. I am apparently incorrect. Maybe it's a checkpoint? Ooh, we have a jump. It's a smidge floaty, but that's fine. Oh, it's a zip. I was for some reason, the metallic zipper on her outfits, that is a her, isn't it? Yeah. That's been kind of stretched at the bottom there. It looks to me like, for those of you who've played Elden Ring, the weird liquid metal whip weapon thing? Walkie-talkie? A walkie-talkie for communicating with someone? Snake? Hello? Frieden is his name. The Green Seven? Reception? What? What are you talking about? Looks like there's a dead man here. Who am I talking to? Calling me Ivona. I can't tell you who I am yet. Damn, it looks like the agent has been discovered. Who are you and how did you get here? Can we get some proper punctuation, please? I'm Frieden Gorman. Really? I'm looking for my wife. Did you send me the coordinates of this place? Could you not have come up with a less, haha, this is a Gordon Freeman reference name? I don't know anything about it. I think you were lured here for some purpose. If you want to survive, listen to me. This place is full of terrible creatures that will tear you to pieces the first time you meet. What's going on here anyway? My colleagues and I are just trying to figure it out. The important thing is that there's no direct way out of here, but if you help me, I can help you get out of here when the time comes. Now you need to find any weapon. Take a look around the settlement. You will surely be able to find something. I don't seem to have a choice. Or you could. You could turn around and jump off the bridge. From here on, you won't have any obvious clues about what to do or where to go. Explore all the rooms and corridors looking for useful items and information. That sounds very tutorial-y. The entrance gate is currently locked, but our employee gave us the code earlier, 729748. And to open your inventory, press tab. You'll probably also be taking notes as you play. To view them, just click on the pen and paper icon in the same window. Good luck. Okay, so she went from being in universe to a tutorial. This gate casts no shadows. Right, I've already forgotten what this was. 729748. No. 729748. Open? Okay. Where's the weather vane? Anything in the mailbox? No? Need a key to the house with a weather vane? Weather vane's all one word, isn't it? Interesting. Crunch. Barrels? Yeah, I really don't know how running is working in this game. Required to use the drawing if you have the drawing in your inventory. Need to find a lever. Required to use the drawing. Drawing of what? I can't even tell what that is. Why is this small settlement surrounded by this giant fence? This looks like it needs a retinal scanner. What? But the basement doesn't. Sure, this is... The interact prompts are a little bit weird in terms of when and how they are showing up. Yeah, it kind of feels like we've got a stamina bar that's running out or something. But it's not shown. After use, it will fully restore your energy reserves. Devil cell. No ray tracing. Year XX84, month 2, day 13. This place is just a plague. Full stop. We came here to investigate all these paranormal things that seem to be happening here. Paragraphs. The reporter arrived. Cool. They'll write about us now and we'll become famous. It's strange, but every time I went out, I lost my bags. I think now there's a bag somewhere at every location that you can use to expand your inventory. Month 3, day 14. People began to disappear. A reporter and several other guys from another group. I hear voices. I have nightmares. We tried to leave, but wherever we go, we come back to the same path we started on. Today I woke up again from the fact that I dreamed of red eyes. Every time I returned from exploring one of the locations, the nightmares intensified. I think he's coming for me soon. Ufologist Josh. A note containing someone's notes. It's not worth cluttering up her inventory. I need a key. And we go upstairs. We can. Interesting that that kind of opens out onto the counter. The washing machine is upstairs. For reasons. That is an interesting bed model. A wristwatch. While the watch is in your inventory, you can track the health stamina of a remaining battery. It doesn't drain your battery on its own. Aha! I have a key. The weather vane. Whoa. Still got no weapon. There are some creepy creatures here. Don't make any noise. If they hear you while you're unarmed, your search will end immediately. Press C to crouch, which will reduce the noise you make while running, walking, and jumping will increase it. I found some kind of key. Maybe the key to the one in the houses? Full stop. Quietly sneak past the demons to search a suitable house. Maybe you'll find something useful there. There doesn't seem to be a choice. No, there is not. Others think it's all a joke. But I know it's not safe here. There are werewolves here. In general, I brought a whole arsenal for protection. A pistol, a shotgun, even a submachine... I can speak. Even a submachine gun. Just in case, I locked them in the boxes here in the settlement. Werewolf Hunter Jack. Okay. I can see what is being gone for. Alright, what's the aggro range on these things? Oh wow, the crouch speed is so slow. Right, it was the house with the weather vane, wasn't it? You see nothing. Oh shit! Run away! Nope. Oh shit! I can... Oh dear. Oh, I'm stuck in a corner on a chair. I found the weapon. Now I tell you how to shoot from it. It's a crowbar! Oh, it's just a crowbar. You dead? I indeed dead. Okay. Oh, interesting. I've kept the crowbar. Ah, but I was right about this being a checkpoint. Okay, so we have Metroidvania progression. The level map was not found. Yeah, we have progression in the sense that we've actually kept our stuff, which is interesting. Because so far, it's very survival horror in terms of what it seems to be going for. After use, greatly increases stamina regeneration. Meh. Consumables. Damn it! I took the weapon maintenance blueprints with me, but they soon disappeared. I searched the entire settlement and found nothing. I think someone stole them or threw them away. They're probably scattered around every location now. Well, let's check. After application, it will restore 1/3 of your health. Nice. Percentage-based health restorations. No! How do I use it? Alright, I use it from the inventory. So, did that demon hear me? When I hit the milk carton? Or... Ah, I see. It's just kind of sat chilling out there. So maybe I got too close to it? I win. I die. Oh no! I somehow survived. I am Forden Greeman, or whatever his name was. It's another giant key. Key to the golden chest. Okay, we've got no... We've got no healing left, so... was this the house with the gold chest, or was it the next one? Two-thirds of your health. Gasp. Actually, was it this one or is it the one over there? I feel like it might be the one over here. The music loop is kind of starting to grate. Was this the... Yes. You got a gun! Pistol. To fire, press left mouse button. To reload R. I found the gun. Well done. Let me tell you how to use it. Open the inventory with the tab button. Left click on the weapon icon and select equip. Left mouse button, shoot. Right aim, R. Recharge. Now I'm going to look for my wife. Can you help me? Now you can shoot off the locks, securing the gates around the settlements, explore the locations beyond. Skulls, stars and eggs. It looks like it's not going to be easy. Indeed. Whoa. Aiming down sights. I assume the gun will make enough noise to draw the attention of... No? Okay, another kind of open location. Whoa. Ooh, walking upstairs feels weird. And yes, I was right about stamina and running. We just couldn't see the stamina bar. End of demo? Is there anything else up here? Oh, and that's why it was feeling weird, because it doesn't regenerate very fast. So, it was oh, shit! Whoa. I'm stuck. I can't move. Oh, there we go. Pistol cartridges. Now, I'm a British person, so I don't know a lot about guns, but I'm reasonably certain that pistols do not in fact fire cartridges. I assume I don't want to waste ammo on breaking crates. Yeah, I assume the interact prompts and stuff isn't working. Yeah, it'd be nice if there was just like a scroll wheel thing for swapping between weapons. Yeah, we're having one melee weapon equipped and one ranged weapon is kind of a staple. Whoa. We can jump quite high. Whee! Yeah, to be fair, the giant demon materializing out of nowhere did kind of scare the crap out of me. So, well played, horror game. The rippling of the grass is quite nicely done. Why are these trees chained down? Hold on. I was kind of expecting an enemy to spawn then. I guess that would have been too obvious. It's a little Spartan overall, but it works. You know, a lot of the indie games that, to be fair, I don't know how many solo dev first person shootery style games there are, because generally speaking, I don't play them. It is literally only the fact that this is tagged as Metroidvania and that it's called Horrorvania that I've picked it up at all. This is not the kind of thing that I would normally look for or anything like that. But the repetitive music loop is now grating on me. And not in a, I'm just tense and on edge. What the? Oh, hello. You dead? Yeah. Chest? Map of the village? It is unknown who and in what delirium painted her like that. What? Oh god, I do not need to want to... I do not need to want. Wonderful English. I do not need to... No. Damn it! I don't want to have to click a bazillion times to zoom in and out. Is there a... No, there's no scroll wheeling. Nor is there any... panning and zooming. It's just... Here is a fixed image. You might as well stick a mini-map in the corner if you're going to do that. Moon. I suppose I could talk about the gunplay, couldn't I? It wasn't very good, to be honest. It didn't really feel like I was shooting a gun, particularly. It certainly didn't feel like I was hitting the enemy in any real way. I was really I was very unable to tell whether that enemy was being hit or dying or what. Oh, they're recoiling. Okay, fairly stock, I would think, reloading sound. What is with all of these little lanterns? Are they guiding me to something? This looks like prime ambush location, doesn't it? We found no more health. Interesting. Oh. Ah. A change in music loop. It's dark. I'm stuck on... Oh no, there we go. That is some specular highlighting. Nice. Is there a way of swapping between... Oh, graphics are on low? Whoa. Okay, that looks significantly better. I don't know why it defaulted. What is going on there? Oh, also, what has happened to the frame rates? That's really weird. It feels like the frame rate has tanked, but actually it's running fine. It doesn't give us... Does it give us any granular options? It does not. Yeah, see, it's got weapon 1, weapon 2, and so on and so forth. How do I... I don't know. Right, I want to go back outside to see what this place actually looks like when not on potato graphics settings. That's just the way. There we go. And it might not look any different. Ah. Oh boy. I don't really think this looks good enough to be running at 38 FPS. That is a nice flame effect, though. Let's just... So I got it on low before. Ah, I see. I think it's probably those flame effects that are killing things. Let's... What does Epic do for us? See, it gives us a load more grass. But yeah, the performance is dire. Keep in mind, I've got a 4080, so it's not like I'm running on an absolute trash card. But I do appreciate it's not like a 5090 or what have you. Yeah, that is on me though. I should have checked. To be honest, I didn't expect there to be graphic settings, so I didn't really look. I want to see what one of the creatures looks like up close now that I'm on. I think I've killed them all, haven't I? Oh no, there's one over there. Do they look any different? And the ground texture definitely looks better. No, I don't really think they look any different. And to be honest, the world doesn't look massively different either. Maybe textures inside houses look better? Need to find a lever. Why is it so dark? Hold on. Wasn't this a place that we could just see before? Oh. So low graphics settings actually changes the lighting in an area completely. Well, we've got no flashlight, so... I see. Or I don't see, as the case may be. So I actually had an easier time of it because I couldn't see if I played on the higher settings. Anyway, that has been 30 minutes, over 30 minutes of Horrorvania. The cemetery, according to our information, is a grotto with underground tunnels under it. We don't know how to get there, but there is reason to believe that one of the necessary keys is hidden there. It looks like it's worth a look around. This is an admirable effort for a solo dev. There's some nice assets that have been used. There's a genuine attempt to create atmosphere. It's definitely not something that I would normally play. Yeah, definitely not something I'd normally play, but it is interesting to see how the developer has approached this particular fusion, shall we say, of genres. I can see the kind of almost Resident Evil style influences. I can't really see how it's Metroidvania-y, at this point, but yeah, there's not been any real kind of indicator of how a Metroidvania structure could be being used here. But it's an interesting glimpse into a type of game that I just wouldn't normally pick up. And that is the point of the Steam Next Fest, isn't it? Just looking for things that you wouldn't really normally explore. I'm going to take a quick look at the store page because I didn't actually read the store page properly for this one. That's not Steam, is it, Demagen? You've clicked on entirely the wrong thing there. Well done. Let's all appreciate this music. Yeah, see, this looks a lot more action-y than what we have experienced so far. We've had a very slow start. Looks like there's lots of interesting monster types. Lots of screen effects. See, this makes it all look very action-packed and... Was that an illithid? Lots of weapons at the bottom of the screen I saw. Different biomes. Ugh, invisible things. Chainsaw. Everybody loves a good chainsaw. Puzzles. Boss fight designs. And it just randomly stops. Interesting. Yeah, I'm fine with translation tools. I don't quite get... I don't quite get how this is a Metroidvania. I mean, it showed up under the Metroidvania tag, but it's not got it here, although that is a very Steam thing to do. Does the full game have a... No. I don't know. I don't understand how this showed up under Metroidvania. It definitely did, because otherwise I wouldn't have found it. I've searched for two things. I've searched for Souls-like, which it doesn't have, and I've searched for Metroidvania, which it doesn't have. But I looked at the name and said Horrorvania. Okay, interesting. Downloaded. Definitely not a game I don't think that I would normally play. I'm not a boomer shooter player, realistically speaking. I did start playing the latest Doom game and I didn't get very far, which is a shame actually because I quite enjoyed it, but I got it on Game Pass and I stopped subscribing to Game Pass when Xbox raised the price significantly. Though I believe either that gun has got impressive fall off or that just wasn't hitting. Don't know. Anyway, that has been... To be fair, I've given this more time than I've given a lot of the demos in the Next Fest this time round. So there's got to be... But either there was something about it that intrigued me, or it's just such a slow start. Or maybe a little bit of both. Either way, not my type of game, could be yours. Don't know how much of a Metroidvania or Metroidvania style exploration it is, but I do keep on telling people I don't play 3D Metroidvanias very often, and I kind of felt like for this, it's like, well, I should probably try one. And it turns out that I really can't see how this is going to be Metroidvania-y. It's just first-person survival horror right now. And maybe the Steam tags have misled me. But the name! Maybe I'd have to play a lot more of it, but it's not gripped me. So it had an opportunity, and it hasn't taken it. That's fine. I wish the dev the best of luck. Clearly some effort has been put into creating this, and we saw from the trailer that there were a lot of puzzles, and I know that puzzles take quite some time to plan out and execute. But yeah, I really do wish that I'd noticed the graphic options off the bat. Although to be fair, playing at 30 FPS probably wouldn't have been a particularly good look. Yeah, I don't know what's tanking the frame rate. Maybe it puts ray tracing on or something, but it's definitely not a good enough looking game to warrant this kind of performance dip on Ultra. It's got to be doing something that needs some optimization. But it's a demo. You know, I'm not slagging it off because of that. It's simply a case of this is what it is right now. Best of luck to the devs. Let me know if you try this one out for yourself. Let me know if you play more of it. How, if at all, does it become a Vania? I'll catch you all in the next video. Cheerio. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, why not click the like button and consider subscribing. Remember, you can ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, cheerio.